Hey there, YouTube fam. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have something spine-tinglingly intriguing for you. Get ready to dive into the eerie world of the Haunting Lullaby. It's a story that will send shivers down your spine. The old music box sat on the mantelpiece, its ornate wooden case gathering dust. It had been passed down through the generations in the family, but no one knew its true origins. The melody it played was haunting, yet strangely beautiful, and it was said that the music box had the power to predict the future. One day, a young woman named Ella found the music box in the attic of her grandmother's house. She was immediately drawn to it, and she began to play it every day. The melody filled her with a sense of both wonder and dread. She felt as if the music box was trying to tell her something, but she didn't know what. One night, Ella had a dream. She dreamt that she was walking through a dark forest, and the music box was playing its haunting melody. She followed the sound of the music, and she came to a clearing in the forest. In the middle of the clearing was a large oak tree, and sitting beneath the tree was a woman dressed in black. The woman in black looked up at Ella and she smiled. "Welcome, child," she said. "I have been waiting for you." "Who are you?" Ella asked. "I am the spirit of the music box," the woman replied. "I have been trapped inside the music box for centuries, and I can only escape when someone is pure of heart." "Why are you trapped?" Ella asked. "I was cursed by a witch," the woman replied. "The witch said that I would be trapped inside the music box until someone could play the melody perfectly." "I can play the melody," Ella said. "I've been playing it every day." "Then you are the one who can free me," the woman said. "But you must be warned. The music box has a dark power. It can predict the future, but it can also bring misfortune to those who possess it." Ella hesitated. She knew that the music box was dangerous, but she also felt a strange connection to it. "I'll do it," she said. "I'll free you from the music box." Ella closed her eyes and began to play the melody. She played it perfectly, and as she played, the music box began to glow. The woman in black smiled, and she disappeared in a flash of light. Ella opened her eyes and saw that the music box was no longer glowing. She picked it up and held it in her hands. She felt a surge of power flow through her. She knew that she was now the mistress of the music box. Ella closed the music box and put it away. She didn't want to use its power, but she knew that she had to be careful. The music box was dangerous, and she didn't want to fall under its control. The next day, Ella was walking home from school when she saw a group of boys bullying a younger child. Ella intervened, and she told the bullies to leave the child alone. The bullies were angry, but they backed down when they saw Ella with the music box. Ella realized that the music box could be used for good or for evil. It was up to her to decide how she would use its power. A few weeks later, Ella was walking through the park when she saw a man sitting on a bench. He was crying, and he looked very upset. Ella sat down next to him and asked him what was wrong. The man told Ella that he had just lost his job, and he didn't know how he was going to support his family. Ella felt sorry for the man, so she played the music box for him. As Ella played, the man's tears dried up. He looked at Ella and smiled. "Thank you," he said. "I feel much better now." The man stood up and walked away. Ella watched him go, and she felt good about helping him. She knew that she was using the music box for good. One night, Ella had a dream again. She dreamt that she was walking through the same dark forest from her previous dream. The music box was playing its haunting melody, and Ella followed the sound of the music. She came to the clearing in the forest, and she saw the woman in black sitting beneath the oak tree. "Welcome back, child," the woman said. "I see that you have been using the music box's power wisely." "I've tried to," Ella said. "You have done well," the woman said. "But the music box's power is dangerous. It can be used for good or for evil. It is up to you to decide how you will use it." "I know," Ella said. "I'll be careful." Ella woke up from her dream feeling uneasy. She sensed that something was wrong. She got out of bed and went to the window. She looked out at the night sky, and she saw a dark cloud hanging over the town. Ella went downstairs and turned on the TV. The news was on, and the reporter was talking about a series of strange events that had been happening in the town. People were going missing, and those who were found were often traumatized and incoherent. The reporter said that the police were baffled, and they had no leads. Ella knew that the music box was responsible for the strange events. The music box could predict the future, and it was using its power to bring terror to the town. Ella turned off the TV and went to her room. She picked up the music box and looked at it. She knew that she had to get rid of it, but she didn't know how. Ella put the music box in a box and took it to the attic. She hid the box in a corner, and she hoped that no one would find it. Ella tried to go back to sleep, but she couldn't. She kept thinking about the strange events that were happening in the town. She knew that the music box was responsible, and she was afraid of what it would do next. The next morning, Ella woke up to a blood-curdling scream. She rushed downstairs and saw her mother lying on the floor, dead in a pool of blood. Ella was horrified. She didn't know what to do. She ran outside and screamed for help. The neighbors came running over, and they called the police. The police arrived and investigated the scene, but they had no leads. Ella knew that the music box was responsible for her mother's death. She had to get rid of it, no matter what. Ella went back to the attic and found the box where she had hidden the music box. She opened the box and took out the music box. The music box was playing a haunting melody. Ella closed her eyes and listened to the music. She could feel the power of the music box flowing through her. Ella knew that she had to use the music box's power to destroy it. She opened her eyes and began to play the melody. She played it faster and faster, and the music box began to glow. The music box grew brighter and brighter until it was so bright that Ella had to close her eyes. She could feel the power of the music box building inside her. Ella screamed as she released the power of the music box. The music box exploded, and a wave of energy swept through the attic. When the smoke cleared, Ella saw that the music box was gone. She had destroyed it. Ella felt a sense of relief, but she knew that the nightmare wasn't over. The music box had predicted the strange events that had been happening in the town, and it had predicted her mother's death. Ella knew that the music box had been created by a witch, and she knew that the witch was still out there. The witch would want revenge for Ella destroying the music box. Ella had to be prepared for the witch's attack. She had to learn how to use the power of the music box to protect herself and the people she loved. Ella went to her room and closed the door. She picked up a book on witchcraft and began to read. She knew that she had a long and difficult road ahead of her, but she was determined to defeat the witch and protect her loved ones. Ella spent the next few weeks studying witchcraft. She learned how to cast spells and create potions. She also learned how to protect herself from dark magic. One night, Ella had a dream. She dreamt that she was walking through the same dark forest from her previous dreams. The music box was playing its haunting melody, and Ella followed the sound of the music. She came to the clearing in the forest, and she saw the woman in black sitting beneath the oak tree. "Welcome back, child," the woman said. "I see that you have been studying witchcraft." "I have," Ella said. "I need to be prepared to fight the witch." "I am glad to hear it," the woman said. "The witch is powerful, but you are more powerful than you know. You have the power of the music box within you." "But the music box is gone," Ella said. "I destroyed it." "The music box cannot be destroyed," the woman said. "It exists in your heart. You must learn to use its power." "How?" Ella asked. "You must listen to the music box," the woman said. "It will tell you what you need to do." Ella closed her eyes and listened to the music box. She could feel the power of the music box flowing through her. She knew that the music box was trying to tell her something. Ella opened her eyes and looked at the woman in black. "I understand," she said. "I will use the power of the music box to defeat the witch." "I know that you will," the woman said. "But be careful, child. The witch is dangerous. She will stop at nothing to destroy you." Ella nodded. She knew that the woman in black was right. The witch was dangerous, but Ella was determined to defeat her. Ella woke up from her dream feeling confident. She knew that she had the power to defeat the witch. She just had to learn how to use it. Ella continued to study witchcraft. She also practiced using the power of the music box. She could now hear the music box's melody in her mind, and she could use its power to cast spells and create potions. One day, Ella was walking home from school when she saw a group of people gathered around a burning house. Ella rushed to the scene and saw that the house was engulfed in flames. Ella used the power of the music box to create a water shield around herself. She then ran into the burning house. Ella found a young girl trapped in one of the bedrooms. She carried the girl out of the burning house and to safety. The people who had gathered around the house cheered for Ella. She had saved the girl's life. Ella knew that the witch was behind the fire. The witch was trying to kill her, but Ella had survived. She was stronger than the witch thought she was. Ella vowed to defeat the witch once and for all. She knew that she was the only one who could stop her. Ella went back to her room and closed the door. She picked up her book on witchcraft and began to read. She knew that she had a lot to learn, but she was determined to defeat the witch and protect the people she loved. Ella spent the next few months preparing for her battle with the witch. She studied witchcraft and practiced using the power of the music box. She also made sure that her loved ones were safe. One night, Ella had a dream. She dreamt that she was standing in the clearing in the forest, facing the witch. The witch was dressed in black, and her eyes were glowing red. "You have come to defeat me," the witch said, "but you are no match for my power." "I will defeat you," Ella said. "I have the power of the music box." "The music box cannot destroy me," the witch said. "I am the music box." Ella closed her eyes and listened to the music box in her mind. She could feel its power flowing through her. She knew that she was ready to fight the witch. Ella opened her eyes and looked at the witch. "I am not afraid of you," she said. "I will defeat you." Ella raised her hand and cast a spell. The spell struck the witch, and she cried out in pain. The witch fell to the ground, defeated. Ella had won. Ella woke up from her dream feeling victorious. She knew that she had defeated the witch in her dream, and she knew that she could defeat her in the real world. Ella got out of bed and went to the window. She looked out at the sunrise. Before we say goodbye, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling stories and mysterious journeys. Until next time, stay curious and never stop believing in the power of courage.